if you look at historically over the last, and I've been in it for 3 decades, so, but what I said before with regard to those vacancy numbers, I mean, there was one really bad time, we might have been in the high 20s, but basically it's always been in that 12 to 15, 16% range. And we've broken it down into 5 regions. You break it down into the 287 East, 287 West, the North South, and the White Plains Central Business District. We have not had any new product, in almost 20 years. So, there's a lot of proposals, there's a lot of repositioning of properties, but there's no new properties that have come on the market. We are and always have been a very viable market, and as I said, we have not seen that big dip, and we have not seen that big increase, in the vacancies. Really, not too dissimilar to Fairfield. Fairfield in the dot-coms of the 90s got clobbered, but yet they see development, and that the development is taking place right at the train station. I've talked to a number of city and county officials, when you look at that aspect of not having new office development, and Capelli or whatever happens in downtown White Plains near that train station was really one of the first that had come along with a component of office use. As great as White Plains is from a city and the promotion that's taken place and some of the PR that's been given out, it's all residential. It's retail and residential. There was not any office component to that at all. Mm-hmm. And I think at the train station, as with Stamford, it makes the most sense. But costs will continue to go up, and in order to justify that, you're going to be in the $40, $50 a foot range, and right now that market wouldn't necessarily support it. But if you're going to start something now, it's not going to be delivered anyway until 30 to 36 months. Mm-hmm. So it's basically it's a crapshoot with what goes on. The benefit of Westchester has been our diversification. All our eggs have not been put in the financial business. In Stamford, if you look at what's happened there, we've been a lot more diversified. We have a financial component, we have a government component, we have a medical component, and then with those, even the consumer products with regard to, PepsiCo or Avon, and then there's the support mechanism for it. So it seems to be a lot more diversified from our tenant base than a lot of the other surrounding communities that are basically our competitors. So I think that would bode well for us as well, and I think that's also the reason why you haven't seen these major spikes one way or the other from the vacancy standpoint.